Hi, anyone and everyone. This is Kim, the Humble Hermit from Come As You Are Oracle. I am going to do the collective for today. It is Monday. It is July 6, 2026. I just heard Thursday again. I put that, I don't know if it was yesterday or if it was probably Saturday. I was watching somebody's read and something about the dates. She said something about the dates, and I'm like, that's funny because I keep hearing Thursday. Something's going to happen on Thursday. You may follow me on the Talk the Tube, my blog, or not. Totally up to you. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. If some of it fits, we love that for you. Whatever doesn't, just leave it on the table for someone else. We don't want you taking on energy that wasn't meant for you. We're going to use Intuitive Kev's Kipperish Oracle deck. You can find his decks on Etsy. His name is Kevin Thomas Jr. Feel free to take a look at that. So everybody have a good 4th. Everybody have a good weekend. We got one on the table. Oh, I like that. Somebody's in a good mood. Somebody's happy. Hold on. We got 4 on the table. Someone may not like, well, I don't know how I say this. Someone might be surrounded by people that think that they're cold. I got a comment for that. You want to hear it? I feel like if a certain person or if people think that someone is cold, it's because that is the energy that is being directed at them. And there is always a reason why certain energy is directed at certain people. I'm just going to say it. You know, I can admit it. I mean, I can admit it. I am very standoffish. I am very cold. I am very wary, non-talkative with the guy I was in love with last year. I don't talk to him. I don't even look him in the eye. The 2 friends, couldn't care less, unless it has to do with work, unless they need an item, I need an item, I got to go relieve them for break or vice versa. I don't ask them how they're doing. I don't care. So would they look at me as if I was standoffish, as if I was cold? Sure. Absolutely. Am I directing that energy towards them on purpose? You fucking betcha. You fucking betcha. And don't get me wrong, some days it's very much directed, some days it's lax, and I'm not really paying attention. I'm in my own little world, whatever, I don't care. I just don't have anything to do with them. There's a few other people in the warehouse, in the department, that I don't fuck with, that I don't talk to, and they would probably get that cold energy, you know what I mean? But if I adore you, if we get along, if we're, work buddies, I'm easy peasy. I am sweet as pie. I am your why was I going to say your uncle? I'm your old aunt that sends you $10 for your birthday. A crisp $10 bill. But I'm just saying, if people feel like someone is cold, there's probably a reason why, you know? So who the fuck are they to say? You know? Because again, there's probably maybe like 10, 12 people in the whole warehouse. My department, the whole warehouse. 900 people, 10 or 12 people that I would just like I just don't even look them in the eye. I don't care. I don't want to talk to them, you know. Everybody else, Angel, Angel, I adore you. Let's be friends. This person could have a reputation for this. I feel like this is my reading. I got 7 on the table. Oh, sorry, 8 on the table. Whoa. I think this is just one person's energy. You want me to be honest? Because this is not. I mean, every card has a person on it, basically, for the most part. It's interesting. Why would they think? Mm. I'm gonna show it to you because I don't want to forget this when I go through the cards. I'm gonna do 2 more shuffles, by the way. This thief card, it's not thief. It's like people are looking at this person and thinking that like stuff comes easy to them. Like they must be stealing it. It comes so easy to them, basically. Like how does it like how do they manifest for that? How do they maneuver that? Are they praying for that? Like, you know, who do they pray to? You know, I've told you guys before that I'm pretty sure people in my department, the 2 friends, the 2 ex-friends, the guy that I was in love with, I'm pretty sure that those ignoramuses think that I'm doing some kind of hoodoo voodoo witch magic on them. And I would not be surprised, and I have no idea, right? I have no idea because I only see them at work. I don't know what they do outside of work. I don't know their personal lives. I don't care. I would have no idea if after everything that happened between all of us, if they're getting any type of karma. I would have no idea. But sometimes you can get that feeling of like people are getting their karma by the way that they react to you and by the way they react to the situation that they created. They created this situation, not me. I was just somebody that fell in love and was honest and then walked away. So they're the ones that created the situation. I didn't create the situation. You're going to blame somebody for falling in love? That's pretty piss poor humanity skills right there. Like that's ridiculous. I didn't create this situation. The 3 of them did. We got 11 on the table. Okay, I have to show this one. This is Intuitive Gab. This is his deck. He's pretty cute. I think he has his picture on his Etsy shop, I think. Okay, last shuffle. Yeah, people really they're hating on this person. Seriously. You could not have ended it a better way. There's 12 cards on the table, y'all. It's probably the most cards we've had in a long time. Somebody's divinely protected. Look at this. Look at this. Top of the deck. Unexpected money. Protection. Divinity. Divinely protected. Protected by their ancestors. Whoever this is. Let me show you. Let me show you what we got here. We got sweetheart. We've got the bliss. We've got expectation. We've got the ice queen. Okay, that's why I was saying, like, people are looking at this person as cold. We got rich guy. Boss. Thief. We were talking about it. We got priest. We're going to talk about that. We got good old intuitive Kev. We're going to talk about that too. Starseed. Self-love. And bottom of the deck, I couldn't even. Divine feminine. Masculine, feminine, take how it resonates. It doesn't matter. You can switch it to divine masculine. Anything that looks like a female can be a male. And anything's a male can be a female. This is just one person's energy, okay? Bottom of the deck. Bottom of the deck. Poverty. Karma. Evil eye. Oh my god. The bottom of the deck is the people. The people wishing this person. Look at this. Bottom of the deck. Poverty. Karma. Evil eye. Change. Like somebody wears a mask. We got third party sitch, which means, not that I can't say it because you know I don't care. We got karmic femme. Opposition. The op. Copycat. Whatever. Jezebel. However you wanna say that. Listen, I'm gonna say what I said. Probably like I think I said it for the first time like a couple weeks ago because it's not usually something I say, but other readers will say it, and I've heard regular people say it. I've heard people at work say it. You must know you got to know you're doing something right if you've got haters. And it's sad, but it's true. It is absolutely all day true. Because someone that vibes at a higher vibration, somebody that is healing, somebody that's on the journey, somebody that continues to grow and manifest for themselves, like, okay, don't look at my like semi-hairy armpit. I don't know if that's a shadow or if that's hair. I swear I shave. I do. I got to use I use Veet, and you just rub it on. You wait like 10 minutes and your hair falls off. The thing is it doesn't always work in the armpit. Like other places, definitely. But the armpit, for some reason, it doesn't always work there for me. I don't know. I also have Nair for the whole body. And anywho. Yeah, people will hate on other people when they appear to be strong, when they appear to know themselves. Like people don't. Karmic and toxic people will all day live in their ego thinking they're the better fucking person. But somebody comes along and is healing and is growing and is self-confident, loves themselves, right? Takes care of themselves. Oh, that's not okay. It's okay for them to be in their ego. It's okay to be full of themselves, right? Like, I'm hot shit, bow down to me. But when somebody comes along and knows their self-worth, knows that they love themselves, knows when they see bad energy, knows not to get involved with certain people, listens to their intuition, they're the asshole. Like, this person is the asshole. They're looking at this is what kills me. So this sweetheart, this star seed, this divine feminine, they're happy with whatever they got going on. They're happy. They're like living their own life. And it's kind of funny because when you look at these cards spread out, it almost looks like those two cards are separate from the whole reading. Like, when I look at the reading, like, to me, it's just like this person is like on their own island. They're like living their own dream. And I think most of the time, this probably doesn't touch them. But every once in a while, everybody's going to get like a little intuitive nudge that something's wrong, that something's off, that somebody doesn't like them, that somebody's talking behind their back. And whoever these people are, with the negativity, it's funny because all these things, this is what kills me, is what's in this reading is the things that they're bitching about them is things that other people would be put on a pedestal for. Oh, you have money? You know how to make money? You know how to save your money? Ugh, my God, you're a horrible person. You're a boss? You know how to live your life? You know how to succeed? You know how to take care of yourself? Ugh, what a shithead. Where did you get all this money from? Did you manifest this from your a-hole? Like, who gave you this money? Are you on the internet? Like, ugh, what are we gonna do with you? You are just horrible, 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 horrible. Some people are looking at this sweetheart, this divine feminine, this starseed, and if they haven't already, they're going to realize that there's some kind of connection there between the sweetheart and God, universe, source, however, Allah, however you want to refer to them. If you believe, right, this is part of the story. If you believe this is part of the story, people are going to finally realize, like, there is something going on with this sweetheart. Like, they are blessed. Like, and that's part of the frustration, right, for a karmic or a toxic person, because they're looking at somebody and they're putting everything about them in the negative, even when it's not, right? But they know in the back of their mind, like, how are they still on top? Whether the sweetheart feels like they're on top or not, how are they still on top? How are they still making money? How are they still paying all their bills? How are they affording vacation? How do they afford to give to charity? How do they afford to give their time to charity? How do they do hobbies? Like, where do they find the time? How do they exercise? How do they eat right? How do they fall in love? And where did they find that person? Because I think they're too good for them. You know what I mean? Like, somebody's going to look at this person, look at this sweetheart, and they're going to come to the realization, if they haven't already done so, that this person is blessed. And why are they blessed? If you believe, right? Why are they blessed? Because they're devoted, because they do believe, because they believe in a higher power, whatever you want to refer to them as, right? I refer to them as God. I refer to it as a him. I just go with old traditional standards. That's just who I am. It's probably the Catholic in me, even though I don't practice Catholicism. See, I don't even know. Everybody's different, right? I follow a traditional standard, but at the same time, to me, God is just energy. Like, God is this mirror, God is that tree, God is in me, God is in this little green puppet I have on my table, God is in the water, God is in the air. Like, that's just what I believe, right? somebody's going to realize, or some people are going to realize, like, they have no answer. There's no, like, how come I keep receiving this and I feel like I'm in this, and this person lives like this? What makes them so different? What makes them so great? Belief, hope, faith. And you know what's funny to me? Because again, I can use work as an example. All day long, friends, will take advantage of me and use me for whatever I can give them. But as soon as my intuition kicks in and I'm like, you know what? I got to back away from this person. And I go into this mode, and I go into self protect mode, because I'm the only one to protect me. Nobody else ever has. People get really fucking angry. People get really fucking mad. And those are users. Those are abusers, those are users. Those are people that don't know themselves. Those are people that wear masks, possibly run by demons. Sometimes I feel like they are. I'm not going to lie. Sometimes I feel like they are. It's not something I want to talk about all the time, but sometimes I really truly feel like people let something take them over, and that's that. The ex-best friend is a good example. Definitely a good example. They're going to realize that this person is blessed. They're going to realize that there's something there. Like, you can't deny it. Like, some people keep throwing jabs at this person, calling them names, trying to bring them down, gossip about them, put black magic energy out there, whisper in people's ears. And it doesn't stop this person. It doesn't stop this person. you know? And it's not that they couldn't have their days, right? The sweetheart, you know, you get up in the morning, like I said, you get up in the morning with good intentions. Whatever happens, happens. If you end up in a bad mood, you end up in a bad mood. If you end up getting into a fight with somebody, you end up getting into a fight with somebody. If it ends up being an amazing day, it's an amazing day. If you're happy all day, you're happy all day. Every day is going to be different. The intention is always going to be there, but every day is going to turn out different. And that's the thing. People like this will pounce, pounce. Oh, they're quiet today. Something must be wrong. Woohoo! Finally, she's not happy. This is what we've been looking for. Fucking insane. Fucking insane. But if you were to turn around and question their emotions, their facial expressions, oh my God, with the work situation at my workplace, let me tell you something. If I were to turn around and say, like, why are you looking at me like that? Like, what's up with the face? I'd be in I guarantee you, I would be in HR so fast, and they'd be like, why are you talking to them like that? Because they talk to me like that? Well, why are you looking at them like that? Because they look at me like that? like, like, seriously, I could have a resting bitch face all day long, and it will be like, can you believe it? Look at her. Look at her. She's angry again. She's not happy. Something, something, something. But if I turn around and one of them has a snarky little face, one of them doesn't look happy, and I say, hey, are you okay? Oh my God, the world would freaking end. I guarantee you, either I would be pulled into the office for HR, or my boss would take me aside and be like, Kim, you can't talk to people like that. I can't ask them if they're okay because they look like they're pissed off. Okay. But they make comments about me all the time, right? That's fine. That's normal. And the funny thing is I was thinking about it today because I was kind of in the middle. I was picking, and I was kind of in the middle of the stations. There's 14 stations, and I was the seventh station of the first half, so I was in the middle, but I was like the end, if that makes sense. Um, one of the ladies that's chasing the guy I was in love with, she was all the way at the end. She came in late, and she's down there. She was next to one or two ladies that she talks to every once in a while, and she's down there talking or whatever. And I sometimes, when I would turn around to get my water bottle, or I was putting boxes on the line because I was the last line for Rampack. Um, and she's over there smiling and all that stuff. And I didn't have really a thought about it other than like, okay, there she is, like I really didn't have a thought about it. But then I thought, wow. I said, I'm not even judging her for whatever she's got going on there, being happy, talking to her neighbor, all that stuff. I said, but if she turned around and saw me laughing and saw me being happy and saw me talking to the lady next to me, I guarantee there would be a nasty ass look on her face. The guy too. The guy too, for sure. And the other young woman who I was actually more friends with than any of them. I don't think she would give me a nasty look. I think she's more like, like, why can't we have that kind of thing, And I don't really have an answer for that other than we had our time and it's over, Like, we were friends, and you didn't want to be friends, and I didn't wait around, and now you want to be friends again, but I'm gone, I don't know. And the whole thing overall, when you think about it, is just sad because, like I said, like, I I created that situation because I fell in love with somebody. I actually thought he liked me back at the time. Like, I actually thought he liked me back. I didn't even think that was a question until I realized these two women were on the scene, and then I was like, "What's happening here? Like, what happened?" All day long, people will look at other people and make snap judgments and just wish them unwell for no reason. They see this sweetheart as intuitive, so there's some kind of magic there with the starseed. Like, I don't know, the sweetheart, like, if they're very giving, whatever the case, very caring. Like I said, they could be into charity work. They could just, touche, touche, my friend, touche. They could be caring. Let's just leave it at that. I'm always constantly throwing myself into the story. Maybe I should stop doing that. Should I stop doing that? They look at this person as like very happy, healthy, and they realize, or they're going to realize if they haven't already, that somebody really works on themselves. Somebody doesn't take healing as a joke, you know? And I don't even, and I'm not trying to be an asshole, but I don't even know if this person or these people that are looking at this sweetheart, I don't even really know if they know what this is. And I'll be the first one to tell you all day, every day. Okay, I think that's going to be my new favorite phrase. I used to use that all the time too, like when I was younger. All day, every day. Me personally, I really get annoyed. I really get annoyed when you go into readings And a reader will literally refer to every woman, every feminine energy as a divine feminine, every masculine energy as a divine masculine, because we're not. And here's the thing. Yeah, I'm the humble hermit. That's why my name is the Humble Hermit. I'm pretty humble. I'm pretty humble about stuff, you know. That being said, I don't look at myself like this. And and not to toot my own horn, not to be conceited, not to be an ego, but I like to think I'm a pretty good fucking human, you know? I too am very generous and kind and caring and give to the community and give to my friends and my family without even a second thought. Like, literally, you're on fire, let me spit on you. I just thought of Friends when Monica gets stung and they pee on her. I just thought of that. It just made me laugh. Um I would give you the shirt off my back. I carry extra clothes in my trunk. I mean, like literally, like and the funny thing is I don't expect a lot. I really don't. And it's funny because one of the women, right, that ran off to chase the guy I was in love with, along with her husband and her two kids, I told her last year, the year before, because I gave her some Coach product. It's a long story, but when I was married to the ex-husband, I spent thousands and thousands and thousands, and I'm not kidding, thousands and thousands of dollars on Coach product. And when I tell you I still probably have 3 Rubbermaid totes filled with Coach product that still has tags on it, and I can't sell it. Like, people literally will offer me like $10, and I'm like, "Are you kidding me?" Like, I mean, I got a lot of it on sale, a lot of it on sale, but $10? I'd rather just give it away. I'd rather just give it away and make somebody's day at that point. Like, give it to somebody I know, and that's it. Because $10? What, are you joking? For a $400-500 purse with the tag still on it? No, I don't think so. I literally would just rather give it away. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I gave this young woman hundreds, if not thousands of dollars worth of free Coach, both of them. And another young woman that used to work in our department who got a job from home, working for our company, but got a job working from home. And I absolutely adore her. She's a sweetheart. But I don't talk to her that often, every once in a while. But I gave them free stuff. And the one time, the one that's chasing the guy that I was in love with, she she's like, "Oh, I want," she brought me in a coffee and a donut from Dunkin' Donuts, and I said, "You didn't have to do that." Or maybe it was Starbucks, I can't remember. I said, "You didn't have to do that. Like, you don't have to do that." And she goes, "No, I know." And I said, "Okay, because like I don't give with the thought that I'm going to receive something back. I give with the full expectation of getting nothing in return." And I you could look at that as a bad thing or a good thing. It doesn't really matter. The thing is I feel like when you have no expectation and you're not given back to, you don't feel let down. And you're literally doing it from the good of your heart, from the kindness of your heart. Like, I wasn't doing it to get free stuff from them. That was never the intention. And like when I donate every month, I don't expect to get anything back. When I work with the community, when I do things for the community, when I donated my hair almost 2 years ago, I never expected to get acknowledgement or get anything back, nor did I. You know, I do things because I want to do them. I do things because they make me feel good. Giving back to the world, giving back to humanity, giving back to my community makes me feel empowered. It actually makes me feel more loved, if that makes any sense, because I love doing it. Some people don't understand that. Some people don't get that. Like the woman that gave me the donut and the coffee probably would expect something back, right? Just saying. That's like not last year, but the year before, a friend of mine at work, and she always said no gifts. I don't want any birthday gifts. I don't want any Christmas gifts. And it was Christmas time, Christmas 2024, and she brings me a gift. Beautiful candle from Yankee Candle, I think. Really great smelling candle. Smelled like fruits and berries and vanilla. It was really good. I think I burned it in like 2 weeks. She gave me this candle and I was like, "Oh, thank you. Thank you. I love it. I'm going to burn it because I think I had some time off right before Christmas. So I burned that candle when I was off. I didn't buy her a gift. We don't exchange gifts. I didn't buy you a gift. Like I didn't buy her a gift. And it's funny because I didn't think about it in the moment. I was just like, "Oh, thanks. Like I love it. It's great. It smells great. I'm going to burn it." It wasn't until probably later on in the day when I got home that I was like, "Oh, she was probably expecting a gift." I didn't get her a gift, and I still had no plans to get her, and I didn't. I didn't get her a gift. She's the one that said no gifts, and then she turned around and got me a gift, and I don't know if it's because she thought I was going to have a gift for her. No, no gift. And I'm not saying that and smiling like a bitch. Like I'm saying that because, some people say they don't expect something and they do. Other people like myself who and trigger trauma, it doesn't matter. Growing up as a kid, I came from a very dysfunctional household, and let me just say that let me just say it ambiguous. My birthdays weren't my own. I had to share them. So I grew up I grew up knowing not to expect anything good. Does that make any sense? And as I got older, I enjoyed giving to others, and it fulfilled that part of me that didn't receive. Now I'm giving to somebody else and I'm receiving that love back. Does that make sense? And people could look at that as dysfunctional. I mean, I don't think it's that dysfunctional. I think it's actually kind of beautiful because I'm still not getting anything, but I've come to that realization as a healing human being. It doesn't matter. I want to give of myself. I want to give. I want to invest. So I'm going to do it because it makes me feel good. People like this annoy me. People, you know. I mean, you just heard me talk about it for 40 minutes. And I kind of, did I say it already? Whoever this person is or whoever these people are. Okay, I didn't say this. So somebody or someone's are whispering in people's ears, okay? They're whispering in people's ears and people are expecting this sweetheart to be an asshole. Like let's say Shauna doesn't like the sweetheart, so Shauna whispers in Tina's ear and says, "Hey Tina, the sweetheart, she's an asshole." So Tina ends up working next to this woman, this sweetheart, like 3 weeks later, and is kind of like, "Oh, I gotta work next to her, and she's a real jerk." And then the sweetheart strikes up a conversation with her, and they have a conversation on and off throughout the day, and that's when Tina realizes, "Huh, that's weird because all I really see is someone pretty happy, someone pretty nice, caring, outgoing, friendly." Like, people are putting it in other people's head to expect bullshit from this sweetheart. Like, oh, they're an asshole. Oh, don't talk to them. Oh, they're cold. Oh, they're gonna turn on you. Oh, they're gonna whisper in somebody else's ear behind your back. Isn't that what you're doing? All right, I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna leave it there. Y'all know that this is just a cautionary tale, right? If you're feeling something weird at work, with your family, with your friend group, your neighbors, whatever the case, always listen to your intuition. Always. Always. I hope it resonates for somebody. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope, if anything, you were entertained. I hope you all have a fabulous evening, and I will talk to you later. Bye.